Welcome to another video with Stash the Cash. It's me, Mrs. Lex, checking in with you once more. If you have tuned in, thank you for doing so. If you're a subscriber, thank you for checking in. And if you're just a viewer, I appreciate that also. Today's topic is 4 saving challenges that I will continue to do and why. But before I touch base on those reasons, I just wanted to tell you that one of my hobbies is writing poetry, and I've written a few sentences about Stash the Cash, and I wanted to just say them, well, just basically convey them with you. So it's actually called Stash That Cash. Stash the cash, it has to be. For many people, you will see. The cost of living, it's gone up. For many people, just bad luck. Plan ahead, this is the deal. The pain inside, we're gonna feel. Coins or notes, they must be stashed. For times ahead, we'll need that cash. So I believe that these 10 lines are self-explanatory. So that's it really. It's as it has stated. So today I will be talking about the 4 challenges that I will continue to do so. I have some visuals on the table and I will be referencing them. So the 4 challenges that I will continue to do and why, I have them basically on the table. But before I go into the details of why I will continue to do them, the main reason is because basically I like being an active saver because I've seen positive results from the smallest to the largest. So that is the 3 reasons why I would like to be doing, why I would like to continue doing them. And the first challenge that I want to talk about is the penny challenge. And I'm sure you've heard me talk about it over and over and over again, but I really want to basically show you some evidence, because sometimes when you talk about something, sometimes people think that, you know, it's mediocre, but I think sometimes when you show the evidence, they can actually see that the proof is in the pudding. You know, it is really doable, and I just want to show that. So I'm going to open my binder and go to the penny challenge chart that I started, the very first one, and just show you some evidence. So I'm just going to open it. This was the first penny challenge that I did, and as you can see at the top it says penny challenge. All the boxes you can see are ticked, so there it is. And what I said before in the previous video is that I actually use this binder to log information. So I'm just going to open it up and just show you that the first penny challenge that I did, the total, if you can see that, top right hand corner, it's £713. So I just wanted to share that with you, and also to let you know that since the first penny challenge I have gone on to do another penny challenge, which is on my fridge currently. I'm just going to get that for you, take it off the fridge, and I just wanted to show you something. Can you see this new penny challenge that I've started? It's dated the 17th of the 8th, 23. Can you see the boxes that I've ticked? Left to the left and mostly to the right. And what I wanted to show you, can you see all the boxes that are ticked? I just wanted to show you what these boxes represent in regards to saving funds. And I had added them up quite briefly. And all these tick boxes actually represents £80.21, and that's just over 8 weeks. So a simple thing as the penny challenge, when I've added it up, it's £80.21, and that is the reason why I will continue to do the penny challenge, because it's basically so easy, and it adds up quite quickly. And obviously if you divide 8 weeks by 80, it's roughly £10 a week, and it was like doing nothing. So that is self-explanatory. So that is what I wanted to talk to you about. I will always continue to do this because I think it's the easiest thing to do, and I think everybody's got coins, or if they haven't, if they have or haven't, I just think that it's something that it's very doable. And even if you're not interested, maybe you could encourage your child or a younger person or an older person. So that is it really. So that's the proof. I'm on my chart number 2. The second challenge that I wanted to talk to you about is the £5 note challenge, and why I will continue to do the £5 note challenge. And one of the reasons is because this is my £5 note chart. It's very, very easy to do. And I was just looking back at some evidence, because every time I get a fiver, like I say, I log it. And I was flicking through my binder. I'm just going to flick through it and just look at it. When I started it on the 9th of the 5th, and now it is the 25th of the 9th, and there is £255 in there. And even this, the £5 note challenge, it just seemed, obviously I have one £10 note in here because somebody needed some change. It just seems so effortless. It's just so easy. I mean, one might argue that, you know, I don't deal with a lot of cash, but I don't think that I deal with a lot of cash either. But obviously I have adults, and when they have the odd fiver, they do hand it to me. So it all adds up, and it's very, very helpful. So that's one thing that I will continue to do. And also, in my binder it says £255 to date, and if you divide that by 6 months, it's £42 a month. So I just think that although it sounds like such a small amount, £42 a month will add up, and it is adding up. And this £5 note challenge jar, I actually want to get to the end of the year to tally it all up and see what's there. So this is something that I will continue to do, and something that I will always do. And the other challenge that I think that I will always continue to do is the £2 coin jar. You're probably thinking why? Because it's just so easy. You've got a tin, you've got a jar, you get a £2 coin, and every time you have one, you put it in there. And I was just looking back at the information that was tracked, and I have it here in front of me. And to date, I have £84. You can see £84 in that tin. So I never have to wonder what is in there. You know, I never sort of feel tempted to open it, because that's why I track it. And that's roughly worked out at £42 a month. So it really, really does add up. And the newest challenge that I started was the envelope challenge, which I spoke about in a previous video. And I kind of renamed it the envelope challenge my way. And what I had said is that at the end of every month, I would have £400, and I would put it in a reusable envelope and try and keep them for 2 months. So on the table, I have 8 of these, and they all have £100 in them. I won't be opening each envelope, so I hope that you'll take my word for it that it is 100 in each. It should be, because nobody's tampered with them. And I have 8 on the table, but I just want to show you that I have been keeping a track of it, and it's actually in my binder. So I'm just going to find it and tell you. You can just highlight when I started. So the first £400 I put in the envelope was on the 30th of the 8th, and I've logged it here. you can see £400, and the other £400 went in on the 25th of the 9th. So that's £800 on the table. So my plan was to keep it for 2 months. So I initially need maybe another month or so for it to roll over. Nothing has happened, so I haven't had to pull an envelope. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to hold on to these envelopes for another month. Well, by the end of this month, and then obviously if no emergency arises, I would then sink it into a sinking fund. That is my plan. However, I was having a discussion with my husband about the envelope challenge, and I have a strange feeling that this one has been quite positive because I have 8 on the table and it's £800. But I'm thinking, because of the energy prices and everything has gone chaotic, my next round of envelopes, I may have to pull 1 or 2. But even so, because I've planned ahead, I'm £800 forward, because obviously I have 8 envelopes and in each of them there is £100. So that is one main reason why it is important to put away something and to save. And this is a perfect example, because who knew that energy prices was going to skyrocket and be crazy? It's just one of those things. So those are the challenges that I will continue to do because I find them easy. I like being an active saver and I can see a positive result. And also with the envelope challenge, I have these envelopes, they're in my care. So I just put them away safely. And then if something happens, then I will pull 1 or 2. But if nothing happens, then I will leave it. And at the end of the month, hopefully, I'll have 8 intact. Then I can put those funds where it needs to be. So these are the 4 challenges that I wanted to highlight. And I will continue. I think I will continue to do these ones because I think they are so easy and very doable. One might say that, you know, maybe you've got a better income, or maybe your family is more organized, and you know, but I don't know. I like to feel that I am organized. I like to feel that I am, but I don't know. How organised can you be? I just like to think ahead because I think it's important to do so. But I just wanted to show you, you know, the role of being an active saver and what you can achieve. So I seem to be moving forward in a positive way. And, you know, for me, it doesn't matter whether it's big or small, notes or coins. As long as you're doing something, you're going through the motions. I mean, for me, it doesn't matter, you know, how much you can put away. As long as you can put away something, that is the most important thing, you know. And I think that due to the climate that we're living in, you know, we have to stop and review things frequently, because the way things are going, it's just really chaotic. So I've listed my 4 saving challenges that I would like to continue to do, and I aim to continue to do them. But at the same time, if something happens and I have to pause or pull an envelope or it slows down, I'm not going to beat myself up about it, because I was thinking ahead and started my saving journey in 2023, January 2023. I'm kind of a step ahead of the chaos that might be approaching. So so that's it. I just wanted to highlight how important it is to put something away, whether it's big or small, because I mean, any amount is better than no amount, and we know that pennies make pounds and pounds have use. So it's self-explanatory. I think if something's not broken, you know, you don't have to fix it. I think you should basically keep rolling with it, especially when it works well and you can see a positive result. So that's it in a nutshell. I just wanted to check in and just to show you that, you know, a challenge can be the simplest one, like the penny challenge, and you can achieve so much, you know, and then, you know, and an odd fiver can turn into hundreds. You just have to be committed and soldier on, you know, and that is it really. And I was just thinking about the challenges that I do. When I thought about the penny challenge and I did my figures, and then I thought about the £5 note challenge, and then I thought about the envelope challenge. And when I added the penny challenge, when I calculated it on a monthly basis, and I calculated the £2 coin challenge, and I was doing the maths, because the penny challenge was rocking in at, just say, £40 a month. That was the penny challenge. And the £5 note challenge was rocking in at £42 a month. And the £2 coins was roughly £42 a month. And then I have my envelope challenge at £400, because obviously I'm paid monthly, so whatever's in the bank, I put it in the envelope. So when I tallied those figures, you know, it was 524. Yeah, £524 in total. So I was just thinking to myself that if I could pull that off for a month or two, I'm happy. And even if I wasn't able to pull it off, I'd still be happy, because even if I had to use half of it, I would still, you know, I'd still have something. So that is sometimes that you have to show people that even if you have a target, and even if you have a mission and you haven't quite hit it, it's still good to soldier on, because, you know, you have to. You can't just say, oh, well, because it's a small amount, I'm not going to bother, you know, because everything adds up. So that is what I wanted to highlight on this checking in. It's not about throwing hundreds of pounds on the table and counting it and showing it to you. It's just about showing you the little milestones that, you know, that can come together and create something bigger. So that's it. So we've come to the end of the video, and I just want to say to anybody that if you've tuned in, thank you. If you are subscribed, thank you for doing so. If you're just watching, thank you for doing so. If you've tried a challenge, thank you for doing so. If you're thinking about a challenge, thank you for doing so, because you're going to feel so much better once you have started something and you can see something growing and getting bigger and bigger. And, you know, I mean, times are tough, and we really, really need to try to help ourselves. So that's it in a nutshell. So you know, if you have, you know, another saving strategy that works well for you, I mean, you know, I'd like to know. I'd be interested to know. And if you have another point of view, I'd like to know. Comment. If you have a story that's inspirational, comment. I'd like to know, because I think that you know, caring is sharing, or sharing is caring, vice versa. And, you know, we should really try to empower each other, you know, because sometimes a lot of people are down, and you need somebody to just listen to you, or maybe point you into a direction that may be a brighter zone, you know. You know, I know that somebody might think that, you know, pennies can't do much, but they do add up. And don't allow anybody to tell you that it's a waste of time, because I have proved that it's not a waste of time. So that's it in a nutshell. So thank you for tuning in once more, and take care. And remember, it's not what you earn, it's what you keep. And pennies make pounds, and pounds have use. So, and at the end of the day, that's the most important thing. So thank you. Take care.